Oh, okay, they would have pulled the spare one from the beach breeze if I was quite down in Scotland. Or why being said when you've got one on the beach, we're on 18121 3. Oh my. Here we go. Let's see where we're on this way. Might not pick one first. Broke if he won it.
They should have a drink.
Welcome on board the New Forest Tour Red Route, roving around the wild west of the New Forest National Park. On this tour you'll hear tales of smugglers, snake catchers, and other quirky characters who lived in this part of the forest. The next main stop will be in the magical village of Burley, but if you'd like to get off along the way, just ring the bell. Please stay seated and keep your arms well inside the vehicle when we're moving. Get ready to enjoy the ride.
Fast drive we've got at
Lyndhurst is the place where much of the official forest business is carried out. The Verderer's Court, one of the oldest courts in the country, meets at King's House and oversees the management of the free-roaming animals, like the New Forest ponies we'll see on our journey today. Lyndhurst is also the place where Alice Hargreaves lived and is buried. She is widely regarded as being the inspiration of Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. She grew up in Oxford before moving to the forest. Alice came to a fork in the road. "Which road do I take?" she asked. "Where do you want to go?" responded the Cheshire Cat. "I don't know," Alice answered. "Then," said the cat, "it doesn't matter." Alice lived at Cuffnell's house, and you can visit the family tomb in the churchyard of St. Michael's and All Angels. A memorial inside the church commemorates two of her sons killed in the First World War. On your right is the picturesque Swan Green, overlooked by a row of thatched cottages. Around the 1840s, 3 local cattle dealers started pony sales and a fair on Swan Green. This continued as an annual event, with the sale being held in the yard of the White Swan pub. The event eventually outgrew this area and moved first to the old racecourse in Lyndhurst, and then to its current site at Bewley Road, which you can see from the New Forest Tour Green Route. This next section of the tour is on a fairly quick road and can be quite windy. Also the birthplace of one of the forest's most famous characters, the snake catcher, Harry Brusher Mills. Born in 1840, he lived much of his life in the forest in an old charcoal burner's hut. He sold the snakes he caught to London Zoo for about 1 shilling per snake. Brusher caught both adders and grass snakes, but it was the grass snakes which were most useful, as they were fed to other snakes in the zoo. They also happen to be the non-poisonous ones. If you're interested in snakes and other reptiles, then come back and visit the New Forest Reptile Centre. It's on the other side of the road, not far from here. Also not far from here, to your left, runs the Rhinefield Ornamental Drive, which winds its way to Brockenhurst. The road is lined with some of the biggest trees in the whole of England, including 2 giant sequoia trees. These tree titans are over 44 meters tall, or 10 times the height of this double-decker. The seeds for these trees were brought here from California. Another famous tree near here is the huge nightwood oak, which is the largest oak in the New Forest, and we think around 600 years old. It measures 7.4 meters around its trunk. Like most of the oldest New Forest trees, it's a pollard. This means that when the tree was young, someone cut off its head. Perhaps this is how it got its name, like the knights of old. Far from killing the tree, this encouraged new shoots out of the reach of grazing animals. This was common practice in the past, when local people would come back and cut the new growth for firewood.